Sometimes we're accused of being mean-spirited or hateful when we present a message like this in public. And I would like to address this from the Bible. Now, Apostle Paul wrote many letters to different churches, and most of them had to do with defending the gospel from false teaching that was popping up here and there. And nothing's really changed today. In the past 2,000 years or so, we've got Muhammad, Joseph Smith, Mary Baker Eddy, Charles Russell, a large host of different religions, many of which have popped up in the United States. And Apostle Paul, when he wrote to the Corinthians, he wrote this: "For I am jealous for you with a godly jealousy, for I betrothed you to one husband, that to Christ I might present you as a pure virgin. But I'm afraid, lest as the serpent deceived Eve by his craftiness, your minds should be led astray from the simplicity and purity of devotion to Christ. For if one comes and preaches another Jesus, whom we've not preached, or you receive a different spirit," so it might be possible, "which you have not received, or a different gospel, which you have not accepted, you bear this beautifully, or you might put up with them." A little bit further down in the same chapter, in verse 12 of chapter 11, he says, "What I'm doing, I will continue to do, that I may cut off opportunity from those who desire an opportunity to be regarded just as we are in the matter about which they are boasting. For such men are false apostles, deceitful workers, disguising themselves as apostles of Christ. And no wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. Therefore it is not surprising if his servants also disguise themselves as servants of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their deeds." So basically what we're doing here is we're just making it difficult for the cults to continue, because we're exposing their false teaching. Now, some people would say, well, why can't you just do this at church? Well, the problem is most of the people in church don't have their problem. They're not deceived like these people. Now, these people that follow these various religious cults are people who Christ shed his blood for. And for the most part, many of them have been born and raised in these particular religious groups. They don't know any better, and they're not going to know anything different unless somebody presents the true gospel to them. They believe that what they're following is the truth. And of course, if nobody challenges it, they're going to continue to believe that. So Apostle Paul, that's one of the things that he continued to do, is speak out against errors that were continually popping up in the early church. Now, this is something that has gone on. If you look at the church fathers, Irenaeus was a very popular 2nd century writer in the early church, and that's basically what he did. He spent his whole life confronting isms or false teaching that was cropping up within the church. And he was actually sent out by Polycarp, who was a disciple of the Apostle John. So this is not anything unusual that we're doing here. Yet many people within the church think that we're hard-hearted or mean-spirited by doing such a thing. Actually, we're doing nothing other than what the early church fathers did and the apostles did. We confront issues. Now, there's really not a whole lot of reason to do it in church. I mean, it's like preaching to the choir. Everybody's going to clap their hands and go, "Amen, brother." The reality is, we have to do it to the people who need it.